Hey there, everybody. Today I'm making a palm tattoo Q&A type video. Full disclaimer disclosure, I don't really make videos like this, but I felt like I should contribute due to the fact that I feel like there's not a lot of information on palm tattoos as versus, tattoos just on any other part of the body. And there's a handful of videos and articles, but I think there should be more. So in this video, I'm going to be giving my experience with having a palm tattoo and getting it, and just a lot of questions I've seen people ask. So I guess I should start by showing y'all the tattoo. This is it. I'm recording this on my phone, so I feel like it's not the best quality, but I don't have some crazy camera like I see other people do. This is just homemade video. This is my dog Kippy. She's giving me support through the video. Okay, so what should we start with? I guess getting the tattoo. I'm very happy with how it came out, and I am glad that I went to the guy I went to. He's one of my friends and I trust him. He hasn't done a lot of palm tattoos, but I trust him, and I also wanted to give him the experience for if he wants to keep doing palm tattoos, because to get better at it you need to practice it. So I think he did an amazing job. He listened to the font I wanted, which was nothing super neat. I didn't want it neat at all, so I think he did very good with listening to me, and I'm more than happy with how it came out. So I guess pain with getting the tattoo. It was pretty bad, and I'm not trying to say this to scare anybody out of getting it, but it was really bad. I don't know what she's doing. It was really bad, yeah. I'm trying to think of, like, out of 10, it was probably a constant 8 or 9 out of 10, and then there's definitely a lot of parts where it was like, wow, that's 10 out of 10 for me. Because I have kind of like a half sleeve going here. I have one on the back of my calf, I have one in the lower abdominal region where, like, the V starts. And I have to say this one definitely takes the cake with pain. I think for me personally, it was the most intense physical pain I've felt. But I haven't broken any bones or anything like that. I've bruised my rib and I sprained my ankle a lot, but that's as far as it really goes. So I might not have enough experience with broken bones or more pain like that, But I mean, I'm trying to say that this hurt pretty bad, and I feel like you might need a high pain tolerance to get one, because I've definitely had moments where I'm like, man, I need him to stop, or I need to jerk away, but I just kind of stopped myself from doing either of those things because I wanted to get it done, and I was fine. I didn't take a break. It took us like an hour and a half, maybe. I want to say around an hour and a half, because he double lined and triple lined some of it, and he got in there. The skin on your hands is different from skin like right here. It's a bit thicker, so he had to get in there, and he did get in there. So yeah, it's painful. I guess that's I'm gonna wrap it up. That's painful. Pain is different for everybody though, so just because it hurt really bad for me doesn't mean it'll hurt really bad for someone else, But that was my experience. I just thought it was really painful, especially trying to think, like in the middle, like the midline here, that hurt pretty bad. This letter hurt really bad, and then when he was going through the lines of my hand, it hurt really bad, and of course when he went over it like 2 or 3 times, that hurt really bad. So yeah, again, I'm not trying to scare anyone out of getting the tattoo. I'm just saying it hurts, and do expect pain with getting any tattoo, but I think especially hands, because our hands have a lot of nerves and sensory endings, nerve endings, stuff like that. You just feel a lot with your hands. Okay, I made a little list, so I try to stay on the subject. So let's go to aftercare. So aftercare for me, I use Aquaphor, and I actually got this CBD tattoo balm stuff my boss gave me, and both of those worked well. I really like the CBD ointment because for me, I felt like it did help a bit with the pain. And we're moving our hands a lot, so there was pain because you're kind of constantly moving it. And I tried not to move it as much. I definitely baby it still. This is 2 weeks. I probably should have said that. This is 2 weeks. It's about 3 weeks on Tuesday, and it's like Thursday. Yeah, I used Aquaphor and the CBD ointment. I applied it every day. Whenever it was looking like dry or it needed some, I'd reapply it. So I can't tell you how many times that really was. I just kind of, I eyeballed it, and if it felt like it needed more, I just put more on it. I washed my hands twice a day, or at least I washed this hand twice a day. Well, I washed both my hands. I washed this one more because I started to use this one more, but I only washed it with that, antibacterial soap 2 times a day because I didn't want to super like dry it out or anything. I don't know. I just felt like with my other tattoos, I did the same thing and it was fine. And I let it air dry for about 15 minutes or until it was completely dry, and then I just put more ointment on it. I've been keeping it very hydrated, even though it's been 2 weeks. I didn't want it to crack or anything, and our hands tend to be drier and don't get as much oil than other parts of our bodies. Or at least that's my opinion. That's what I've heard too. So I definitely have still been putting ointment on it. So the first week, for sure, I babied the hell out of this hand. I barely used it for anything, and when I had to use it for something, I would like pick it up by my fingertips. Like, I got my vape right here, so I wouldn't grab it like this. I would like grab something like this and pick it up like that because I didn't want anything to touch this. And then even in the second week, I still babied it, but I was able to pick up things more and move it a bit more. I was trying to get a little used to using it a little since it wasn't super in pain. And I still kind of baby it. This is going into like week 3, but I don't baby it as hard. Like, I pick up things like maybe half the time or like 1/4 of the time with my palm, and I'll grab it. It depends if I have ointment on it a lot. I don't want to get ointment all over shit. So yeah, I just kind of have to not touch it. Like with any tattoo, you don't want to touch it when it's healing. So that's what I was trying to get at, I guess, is the summarization of that. And let's see, scabbing. So scabbing, I'd say I started to notice it. Let me try that again. I'd say that I started to notice the scabbing around a week or week and a half. It started to get hard, which is different from my other tattoos. My other tattoos would usually start to scab within like 3 or 5 days, depending. Everyone's different, but I think being on the palm, things are a lot different. So that's another why I'm making this video, to give more information on my experience. But yeah, now it's definitely scabbing. I can see little scabs, and they feel like scabs. Part of one kind of came off, I noticed, and it's this bottom A right here. I don't know if you can see that, but I don't know what that is. I'm trying to get that out. It definitely took, like, it's in there, the ink is, but I think the scab is what made it look darker. Like, you see on the top A right there, that looks dark. God, I can't focus this shit. It's darker right here, and then here you can kind of tell that the scab came off and it's faded a bit. So, I mean, I'm happy it stayed. I guess I'll find out in a few more weeks when everything falls off, but yeah, it's scabbing and I'm letting it do its thing. I'm still putting a little bit of ointment on it, like if it feels tight, but I'm not like coating it and heavy putting ointment on it anymore like I was. And I don't know when they're all supposed to fall off. Like I don't pick at my scabs. I just let it do its thing. So don't pick at your scabs. Just let them fall off naturally. But yeah, I guess within the next month or so, I'll find out how it looks, and I'm gonna keep an update video. This is just kind of like a basic Q&A. So we'll go to considerations. So let me think. Definitely consider which hand you're dominant in. I mean, it shouldn't really matter. I got out my right hand, I'm right-handed. I wanted it on my right hand and it wouldn't have mattered. But I use my right hand for a lot of things, so you gotta consider the fact that, oh, I have to switch to my left hand for things like, let's see, like brushing my teeth and stuff like that. That was a big thing, and picking things up. So I had to switch to my left hand for that for the first like 2 weeks, and I still kind of don't use my right hand a lot. But yeah, think about that. Think about, you know, a job you want or the career path you want to choose, because some industries don't like tattoos, period. Some industries allow tattoos, but like with neck and face tattoos, people are a little more like, oh, like you have a neck, face, palm tattoo. I don't know if I can hire you. You don't seem like you're able to do your job just because you have a tattoo, which is ridiculous. Your tattoos shouldn't define how you do your work. As long as you don't have like a giant dick on your hand or your face, I think you're fine. But definitely take that into consideration with job you kind of want to end up with. For me, I don't know. For me, it kind of doesn't matter. Like, I'll end up where I end up, and I'll find a way. I just will even have to put a glove over my hand. Like, I'll find a way. So I don't know if this falls under considerations. It kind of is like aftercare too. But for me, like when I was sleeping, I put my hand up above my head. I switched to this couch. Actually, I've been sleeping here for like 2 weeks, and I propped myself up with some pillows. In a semi-reclining position, more like back. But yeah, and I put my hand above my head, or I'd put it somewhere that I wouldn't be like touching, because I'm used to like kind of sleeping like this. So I changed that so I wouldn't mess up and like rub my tattoo all over everything. But that's just me. That's about it. One little tip I learned, and I found out that other people do it too, so I was like, cool, like I'm not the only one. So I wanted to do things around my house, right? I wanted to do my dishes, I wanted to clean my dog's potty pad, you know, laundry, whatever. Cleaning for me was like I needed to clean. So what I did is I got a rubber latex glove, like those disposable medical ones or whatever, and I had an ointment, and I just put it on there, and then I put my rubber glove on, and I would be able to go and do whatever I wanted to do, like the dishes, cleaning, stuff like that. So, you know, you're not getting anything nasty in your tattoo, because that would be nasty, and your tattoo would probably not like you for that. But I think that's about it. I know I said a lot, sorry, I'm just thinking, and this is kind of like winging it type video, and I'm sorry it turned out to be a little long, but I have made this like 5 times, and I just want to get all the information out. So hopefully this helped. If it did, awesome. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to answer them. And if this didn't help, then I'm sorry. Hopefully you find a video that helps you. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'll be making an update video hopefully every week or every other week, maybe month by month, but I'll let y'all know what's up. So thank you guys.